Hello guys, Stefan Axilla Gilfeda here for you, and this is going to be the first game of the Kill the King tournament, which I was kind of roped into right at the end, last minute. The original host and caster and streamer and stuff didn't turn up, so I was like, oh god, what's going to happen? I got roped into doing it, I organised it. However, I am actually playing this game. Am I? No, I'm not. I'm playing, oh yeah, I am now, I am on the Vala. I'm actually playing this game because this team, which was made up of free agents, needed somebody else, and since I wasn't streaming it live, I was like, great, I can just play it. So, here we go. We have team, what teams were we? We were the Meme Masters here. I'm going to be bottom lane on the Vala. We're going to have Ham17 on the Muradin. Team Meme Masters, sorry if I didn't get that. Fluffy is going to be on the Brightwing. Taka is going to be on the Kael'thas. He only plays Kael'thas, and if you ban that out, he loses. And Tierlinho is going to be playing the Azmodan up top. I'll just be calling Tio from now on. This is Team New Order of Bosses. Going to be the blue team now. We're going to have Slight on the Lost Vikings. We're going to have Ben on the Sylvanas. Zupji on the Malfurion as the support. Exact and as the Falstad, Nijo, the team captain, as the Anubarak, as the last member. So, as you can see, obviously the map is Cursed Hollow. Sorry about this. As you can see, the map is Cursed Hollow. And it's going to be a 4-man push down bottom for Team New Order, which is really unfortunate for the red team, since they're going to have Lost Vikings just soaking the other two lanes. Admittedly, one did die to Tierlino, Tio, who did very, very well so far on this Azmodan, up in the top lane. Now, I'm going to be getting, go over the town real quick, and have multi-shot build coming out from me on the Val. This is a bit weird casting myself, I do apologise, but, you know, things happen. I'm going to have Bribe coming out from the Brightwing, Taste for Blood on the Azmodan, as predicted, coupled with Block on the Muradin. We're going to have the Beetle build coming out of the Nubarak, diving in on Axilla. I'm going to say me because it'll be easier. Viking Horde, obviously, for Lost Vikings. Thankfully getting nerfed in the PTR, or next patch rather. Corruption, so full-on push coming out of Sylvanas. Conjurous Pursuit by the Malfurion, and a Seasoned Marksman build out of the Falstad. And we're going to have Azmodan pushing just as much in top lane as well, he has gone for the Bound Minion. Not much happening, just a kill on the Vikings in top lane by the Azmodan. First tribute's going to spawn bottom here. Now, going for basically a hard multi-shot build for me, which was probably a mistake. I should have gone with a potentially more standard build. Going to get Spin to win on the Lost Vikings. Anubarak's obviously Legion of Beetles. Just the standard from everyone. We're going to get Healing Ward out of Malfurion and Vampiric Assault, in fact, for the Falstad. Block plus Thunderburn for the Muradin. Not necessarily the most common. You don't normally see Block picked up as often as the, I forget what it's called, but the other talent that affects your thumb. The Anubarak's going to jump in here. It's going to be quite a long fight for the tribute so far. Anubarak's actually getting burst down. Boom! He gets blown up. The Muradin getting rooted by the Malfurion. With me on the Vala, just constantly trying to capture the tribute. Now, ideally, we'd like to see members from Meme Masters kind of push forwards and just take this part of the ground and have, say, the Kael'thas or the Vala in the background, capping it. Well, almost capture the tribute there, with Zack's hammer coming out. Just stopping that. Nijo's now come back in on a full health, full mana Anubarak. So maybe Meme Master's going to have to back off from this. The fight is still going on. Meanwhile, Vikings soaking every lane. Azmodan going back, he's after mana. Just going to quickly look at the experience gained. It's somewhere here, there it is. Lost Vikings, huge, wow, absolutely phenomenally large amount. Meaning that the rest of his teammates who have much less experience, it's countered quite happily by... It's countering quite happily the experience gain of Meme Masters. We're going to have Vala almost managed to cap out the tribute again, but falling quite low health and no mana basically. Azmodan pushed up against the Vikings, but still the main focus is going to be on this fight down the bottom lane. A really good Verdant Sphere's Flame Strike onto the Sylvanas, going to do a lot of damage here. The Nubrak actually jumps in, but he's going to get lifted up by the Gravity Lapse. Not going to be any damage to follow up with that, and Falstaff's just going to start channeling the Tribute. Bit of a switch in position now. New order of bosses is going to be taking up the more aggressive stance. This fight for the first tribute is still going on. It spawns really early, and we're at the 5-minute mark and it's still going. I had to back off here, very low health and mana, the Valor. Meridian's getting a bit low. We're going to be able to see still nobody getting this tribute really. Asmodan actually on top lane, pushing really hard, very very well done by him. Managing to try and stem the blood flow of the Vikings just soaking mid constantly. As far as the experience go now, Meme Masters is falling behind the experience by about half a level now. However, we're very very close to being able to get the tribute. Nijo on the Nubrak, throwing out those impales, just getting just interrupting now, as often as he can. The Sylvanas' unstable poison is what I believe it's called. A shadow dagger, rather, the unstable poison effect of the shadow dagger. Just doing a lot of work, it's just jumping over. We're going to have a big engagement actually here out from Nijo, stunning a lot up. Exact is going to come off the back foot, but going to get polymorphed by Fluffy on the bright pin there. So it was very very low, rather I was very very low on the Vala. Gonna get a good stun out from Ham, but looks like he might die on the Muradin here on the bottom lane, and that means the first tribute is going to go to the new order of bosses. Fantastic play by them, just to sustain the constant long range abilities coming out from the Falstad, from the Sylvanas, the Impales coming out from the Asmodan, and with that, the Vikings just constantly soaking, they're going to get a big experience advantage, meaning they're going to hit level 10 much quicker, like half a level quicker than Meme Masters. Sorry about that. Ideally, Meme Masters would like to not take a fight now, since they do not have their ultimate abilities. But Ham and Axe, Ham and Me going a little bit aggressive in mid lane in Nubrak and the Lost Vikings. Meanwhile, in top lane, the Asmodan did actually fully take that fall, which is pretty good. It's probably why the experience advantage for New Order bosses isn't nearly as drastic as it probably would be. Gonna have nobody soaking bottom lane, and Taka's just going to be there on the Kael'thas. They have Slights Olaf coming right at the end to get all that experience. Second tribute now spawning in the bottom, which means the next tribute will spawn at the top somewhere. Gonna have quite an aggressive position here from New Order bosses, meaning Olaf can just come in and take the tribute completely uncontested. There's very little that Meme Masters can do about that. Now that we've hit level 10, I'm going to go over the talents and show you what's happening. Leeching Scouts for Nubarak, perfectly predictable. Going to have a jump out of the Lost Vikings. Unstable poison out of the Sylvanas so that her trait explodes, dealing lots of damage. Very, very good. Going to have the Enduring Growth, potentially see the Living Seed come out at level 13 from Valkyrian. Little engagement here, not too much happening. The Nubarak's going to take some decent damage, but going to get the stun out and then the disengage with those keys. Going to have First Aid coming out from the Falstad there, so he's going to have a good chunk of sustain. In fact, Asmodan getting very, very low, with the Bright just being able to jump on and save his life right at the end there. Very, very close. Third tribute going to be spawning up on the top right here. Pretty good position for Team Meme Masters, but really, really aggressive play, singling out, zoning out Fluffy and me for that play. Meanwhile, Ham's coming on the Muradin by himself. This is not a good spot for him to be. We're going to have the Phoenix coming out from the Kael'thas, doing what damage it can. Meanwhile, Slight's Lost Vikings trying to channel the tribute. And I think that means that they're going to get the next tribute. A little bit of engagement up going on here, straight all on the Nubrak, who's just got so much health, he's so tanky. In fact, the Asmodan's going to fall for this. So there's enough Fury in those, so 1-for-1 trade so far. Although the health and mana for Team Meme Masters is dropping really low, and the Vala with an aggressive vault gets picked off, as does the Anubarak. The Brightwing has nobody to blink heal to him, so gets picked off right at the end there, and Slight just going to pick up their last tribute, and that's going to be a curse. Anubarak getting killed by the boss there means that New Order of bosses is not going to be able to. Is definitely not going to be able to steal the boss from the Masters. But with the curse in favour of New Order, we're going to have a lot of push come out from the Vikings down bottom and from the Falstad up top. Quickly going over those talents again. The level up to level 10 talents, we're going to have. For level 10 talents, we're going to have obviously the Locust Swarm come out. Web Blast did pretty good, but Locust Swarm is just as good, if not better. The general better pick depends on the composition you're against. Longboat, obviously. Wailing Arrow makes sense. Tranquility and that Hinterland Blast, previously called Shock and 1. I do miss that name. Strafe coming out from the Vala. Gonna have Phoenix from the Kael'thas. Avatar from the Muradin. Blink Hill from Browning, and obviously Blackpool to go with that build from the Asmodar. Now, Meme Masters coming and taking their boss, probably as a response to New Order trying to take their boss, but it looks like they actually started it before and have taken it quicker, so good play there. Gonna get a push advantage in the top lane. The fort's already gone, so hopefully it'll be able to take out some of the walls on the keep. But the fort does also go down bottom. The Lost Vikings pushing that with the hard kill. Now, level 13 talents I'm going to quickly cover. I'm going to have March of Sin by the Asmodar, Sprint. The extra range on Flame Strike, which is all important and good. All little engagement here. Ham on the Muradin jumping in. Going to have a good strafe by the Vala here, getting a lot of damage done, but no kills there, and the Foster chasing her out. Asmodar caught a little bit here, because there's no mana and having to back off a lot there. The Longboat raid actually goes down, but the Brightwing's going to get caught out on the back in the meantime. Down to that Sylvanas, Falstad. The Nubarak, probably the Wailing Arrow came out from the Sylvanas, as it did. Couple with the blast, which just come off cooldown. Managed to snipe out the Asmodar again, and this is probably going to be a keep for Team New Order. Ham's popped Avatar, ready to defend as best he can, but that's it with the boss up. That's going to be a keep down already at the 12-minute mark. Very well played by New Order. Move in here and just take the Siege Giants, quite probably. Meanwhile, we're still going to have to deal with this boss, and it does die. Hard camp pushing in here for Meme Masters, but it's not going to get much damage, if any, done to this fort. Sylvanas did eventually pick up this siege camp, quite slowly, but did eventually do it, and that means that Meme Masters are going to have to pick up the slack and clear that out. Decent damage coming out from the Asmodar now, actually. How many stacks does he have? 57. That is not what you want to be seeing from the Infernal Globe build Asmodar, especially at this point in the game. You want to be seeing, after you got Blackpool, you want to be getting like about 200 stacks at the 15-minute mark, and that is just simply not going to happen. New tributes spawn. It's 0-0 as far as the tributes go for everybody, and we'll probably see. That being picked up by New Order, but Ham jumping in on the Muradin, dropping very quickly, very low. We're going to see a fantastic globe come out and kill one of the Vikings. Longbow Raid to survive. The rest, Fluffy's going quite low, dropping quite low on the Brightwing. Blinks heals himself to the Muradin. Ham, just before Ham, Dwarf tossed himself into all the carnage and actually gets picked off the back there. Gonna have another Lost Viking die. Are we? Yes, I believe we have. Taka with his Kael'thas doing some decent damage off the back there. And in fact, the Brightwing is going to get stunned, but managed to blink heal to the creeps who's just coming in at that point in the wave. Route there from Malfurin to cover the retreat. Aggressive vault forward with a multi-shot from the Vala. And that should be that. huge amount of damage done by the Vala in this game. That multi-shot build really shining through, but hopefully... There we go, sorry. But hopefully, now that Kael'thas has the Ignite talent, we should be seeing a lot more damage come out of him. Gonna have Critterize and Gust of Healing come out for the Brightwing here, as well as a Bluff for Blood for the Asmodon, which is quite common, but still very good. Second tribute here taken for New Order. Sylvanas looks like she might get picked off. Muradin not quite able to leap over there. Sylvanas really needs to be backing. They're looking for her. Will they get her? Will she be able to get back out in time? Oh, maybe. Oh no, the Asmodon comes in, and that's going to be a pick up on Sylvanas. Just what Meme Masters really needed here to get back in the game. They still have basically a 2-level experience disadvantage. The opposing team is going to get level 20 very shortly here, which is going to put New Order in a very strong position. Obviously, we're going to get the Stone Form come out from Muradin. That's going to be that massive 50% heal which he gets after popping Avatar. Is going to just be a huge amount. Other than that, Windrunner coming up from Sylvanas, slightly unusual, coupled with Overwhelming Affliction. I mean, a full-on trait build basically with the Wailing, for the Haunting Wave. A little unusual, but still seen from time to time. Slowing Moonfire out from Malfurion, good for chasing, good for disengaging, and we did actually see that Life Seed. Gonna get the first tribute of the game for Meme Masters, finally come out at the 16-minute mark. One curse down already. Norse Force and Impatience is a virtue for Lost Vikings, completely different. Asmodon's actually gonna get stunned out here as Nijo comes in with the Impale, with the Burrow Charge, stuns him out. Fluffy's actually going to come in and try and save him. Gets hit by the Hinterland Blast and then Wailing Arrow to death. That is disastrous for me, Mossy. Probably will end up being another keep there. 40 seconds on the sideline. Do have one of the Lost Vikings dying. Eric, the weakest. Falstad falling quite low with Tucker's damage. Verdin actually coming in off the back here. We're going to have Strafe popped for the Vala, not really doing too much damage at all, not the best strafe. And in the end, Avatar wasted, Strafe wasted. And, Axel's going to get caught out. He went to go in and see if the boss was there, and they were taking the boss, and he's just going to get killed. The Falstad's going to dive in and just blow him up. That means that there's only a Muradin and a Kael'thas left, and Muradin is in fact going to die here. Fluffy's using Phase Shift to try and get back onto him to save his life, but he's not going to be able to do so. In fact, almost dying himself. Able to blink heal out because the Asmodon was close enough. Oh, and a fantastic Empowered Flame Strike there from the Kael'thas. Great Globe of Annihilation, sniping out that Anubarak. Although, if you'll notice, 4 catapults here doing a lot of damage to the core of Meme Masters. These don't get dealt with soon. This will be game. Curse, in fact, even comes out against Meme Makers, which means these creeps aren't even going to be any help to try and clear up those catapults. Meanwhile, they're doing the boss. This is potentially a really disastrous decision. So, or rather, I'm just going to spawn and you pop Strafe straight away to try and clear these catapults, but able to take the cooldown to 22% health. In the meantime, New Order's just going to be taking their boss, and they'll probably push with it, and that'll be the game. The shields won't be able to regen enough, and the boss probably won't die nearly quick enough. Meme Masters having to defend against the curse, and that'll probably be game. That'll probably be it. Multi-shots come out, try and slow down the push of New Order bosses, but alas, I think it is it's all a futile effort at this point. Bosses coming in, and we'll probably see New Order just charge in behind it and take the victory. The boss might even be able to do enough damage to the core, though it is falling really fast. taking the full Hinterland Blast to the face. You don't really see the damage coming out there, and actually going in on the Falstad super heavily. We're just going to see New Order commit to the core and beat Meme Masters out. So there you go. Congratulations to New Order. They advanced through round 1 to round 2, obviously. Thanks for watching. This has been a round 1 match for what's it called? Kill the King, a tournament hosted by eSports Wall. You can follow them on Twitter at eSports Wall, and you can also follow me on Twitter at StefanHeroes, and the links for those will both be in the description. Thanks for watching, and until next time.